Well, hello everybody. Today we're talking about one of my highlights of this year so far. Mostly because I met these people and they were super cool, and I had the album right here where it's signed. I think the only person that ain't doing it, well, whatever. But what's it called? I think the only person that didn't write on it is Stitches. It's the bassist, I think it is. But anyway, we're gonna talk about this album right there, though. But mostly because I think it was a couple of weeks ago, maybe a little bit longer than that, when the record actually came out. But I really enjoy the record. I like pretty much all the songs. The main ones that are the standouts for me, though, is by far "We Are the Rejects." Mostly because that's like pretty much it talks about like it's more like getting all the freaks, rejects, blah blah blah, like all together, and they name their group of people, like any of their fans, they call them the Rejects. So they even have like a Patreon like thing where you could pay like $33 for the whole year, and then we'll send you random shit throughout the year, and especially they'll send you something on your birthday, which is definitely. So I was just planning on paying for it, just like in the next couple of days too. Mostly because it seems worth it. I definitely think that more bands should do something like this. I mean, they already kind of have fan clubs and stuff like that, but when they're talking about like Justin Symbol, one of the other bands that I discussed before, it seems like most of the money that he gets to do most of his music really thrives off of merch sales and stuff like that, especially now in the pandemic. So, like, I definitely think that he should probably do, like, a Patreon, too, like, or at least something like that. I mean, he does stuff where, like, the last record that I talked about, like, he even sent a thank you note and stuff like that, and Raven Black is kind of the same way. Like, they do, like, if you have them liked on Facebook and stuff like that, I added her personally, her personal page, and she added me, and it was super cool. I was because when I saw them, it was, what was it? I don't remember exact date, but it was during the Static X kind of reunion show where it was talking about Wayne Static, like after he died. And it was supposed to be with Devil Driver, but like midway through, I think it was, the Devil Driver had to leave because his wife got cancer, so he was like and dropped everything, which I understand. But like that was one of the main shows of that year that I was just like definitely psyched for, because I saw stuff from Raven Black for, I don't know, since they first came out. I was seeing, like, especially because I'm into Wednesday 13 and a lot of like bands that do like the stuff where it's like all grandiose, like Avatar that I've talked about on this channel too. Like they do grandiose type of things, and this band is kind of like Avatar in a way, but I think they're a lot heavier at times. Like just because most of their songs are just very very heavy. It's kind of like a carnival instead of a circus that Avatar does, which is just about it's just little differences, I think, really, between carnivals and circuses. But anyway, that's me going into semantics. But when I saw them when they were with Static X, I think they were one of the first opening bands or something like that. I think they opened, or like somebody else opened before them. I don't remember for sure. I know that Dope and then Static X played, and then it was, man, fuck. It was supposed to be Devil Driver before Dope or something like that. And then I know I'm missing a band somewhere in there. But like it was just a super, super good concert to go to. So like I was super psyched about seeing them. So when I went to their merch table afterwards, I instantly pre-ordered this record, like, and they were like super psyched. They were like, "Oh, look at this dude! He's pre-ordering the album," because I think it was at least 6 months before like they even finished the record or something. So like I know it had to have been like December or something like that of last year when I saw them. But anyway, this whole record is actually pretty good. Like I could go back to it a lot. Like Darkest Pit is good. like Risen from the, like pretty much, especially to tracks, like pretty much every track you could listen to and like enjoy throughout. Like the only one that it was just weird because like the whole record is just 211 the whole time. Like there's just heavy songs throughout the whole thing. I mean, like I think that she talks about depression and a lot of the stuff, like probably because she goes through it, and it's kind of weird because I didn't realize this at the time, mostly because I didn't look it up. Mostly because I would have thought that she would have been a lot younger, mostly because they're a newer band, so I'm surprised. I mean, they've been out for probably 5 years, maybe. I don't know. Like, I didn't look it up before recording, but they've been out for maybe like 5 years. So it could be like stretching it. But she's 50 years old. She just put out a book where it was talking about her like age and like what she was doing with her life and stuff like that. They've put out comic books, all sorts of stuff like for lore for this band. So, and I think this one, or no, maybe it was the last record that they did, where it was 13, I think, maybe, where they tied it in with the comic book. I could be wrong. It might be the same thing with this record, too. But, yeah, pretty much all the songs are really good. Like, my favorites, though, have to be We Are the Rejects and Carnival. Definitely Carnival, just because I don't know, the sounds of it just sounds like it would be played in a carnival, like like if she was just up there and she was doing the usual thing, and like I could see that song being played like while she's doing her show or whatever. Like it just makes total sense. Like especially when I saw them live, it was like she had outfits and certain things that she was doing for certain songs. Like she would come out with an umbrella for, man, I think it's Little Scars, that one. I think she came out with the umbrella on that one. I don't know. It's hard for me to remember sometimes because I watch way too many or go to way too many concerts. But like she came out with like a mallet or something. It was like a bunch of, like, she had a trunk full. It was kind of like if you watch Jeff Dunham where he brings a trunk full of his puppets. It's like she had a trunk. And it kind of reminded me of One Eyed Doll because they do the same thing. Like they have a trunk where like in each song they'll pull out something to do, especially when it's during Halloween time. Like they'll pull out stuff and then do a big type of thing for like a few songs, one or two songs or whatever, and then they'll do that throughout the whole show. Pretty much they did this throughout the whole thing. So I'm intrigued with what they do from when they start being able to play this album live. Definitely, I think that the main standouts though have to be Darkest Pit, Hear Me Cry, 5 Feet Underground, Carnival, and We Are the Rejects. In the Silence is a great song just because it's different from everything else, because it's like heavy throughout the whole thing, and then it goes to like, I can't really say that it's a ballad, but it's just like a very slow song, mostly because you just hear the passion out of her voice and stuff like that, and like you could tell where she was, like in the mindset where she was when she recorded it, I'm sure. And like it was cool because I was just doing like, because they were doing a Halloween contest just a few days ago for Halloween where they were doing a Raven Black thing, and I even like where you do her face paint or whatever. So like they ended up having, I think, about like 20 or 30 people do it, including me. But like they're super chill because they sat there and they're like, oh yeah, even if you just joined it, we're gonna send you all these sign posters and all this stuff. And then on top of that, then they gave away 3 winners, like one for kids, women, and men. And I knew that I wouldn't stand a chance because most of the people like ended up having great makeup. It looked like they end up doing it on the daily, like they get professional makeup. And I just got something from like fucking Halloween store where you just put it on that way. So I looked, I can't say that I looked bad, but like definitely compared to everybody else, I was like, yeah, definitely not gonna win. But whatever, I just like to join in for that stuff, and especially she seems like a school, like the whole band is like super cool and chill and laid back and stuff, and that's one thing that I love about certain bands, where they just like sit there and don't mind talking to you, shooting the shit or whatever, and like it seemed because they do a lot. They do sales on their merch. They put out a shit ton of merch. If you look on their webpage, they have like a shit ton of merch. It's like 40 or 50 shirts and hoodies, and they even have blankets and all sorts of shit. So like it would make sense, but like I definitely recommend anybody to listen to this album at like for first and foremost. I know that most of the albums that I'm talking about is like just stuff that's good period anyway. Like I just stick to what I enjoy really, or what I feel like should be deserving of more of a spotlight. And Raven Black surprisingly does, man. For like if there's any certain bands where they are major league DIY shit, this is the band. Like, because they sit there and put out so much work and effort into their stuff, like, all the time. And, like, it's just super chill. And I think Muppet and Muppet, which is the drummer, and Raven are married. And so that's mostly why I was surprised. Just seems like I don't know. Definitely, hopefully they start going up the ranks, like kind of like how Bring Me the Horizon and all these other bands do it, because they definitely deserve it. They've been it looks like they've been grinding for a while, but definitely check out this record as soon as you can. Yeah, and like all these songs are just super heavy, especially if you're into like Avatar. I'm trying to think. In This Moment, definitely In This Moment, you get some of them vibes when listening to this band. And then even like Nightwish or Arch Enemy or something like that. If you're like into any like female fronted like metal bands at all, definitely check this band out. And I guess I don't know what else to end up doing in this song or in this video. What the fuck am I talking about? I'm definitely Mirror Mirror is cool too, but anyway, like I pretty much don't even know what else to say other than just listen to this record. Definitely listen to their like pretty much all their CDs, but their first one is fucking by far my favorite one. Like just because I don't know, like just everything just sounds good on that record too, and I'm definitely intrigued from where they go after this. Like, I'm definitely wondering where they're gonna go. And I'm intrigued. So, anyway, so I think I'm gonna do a double duty one this week. I was thinking about just splitting it up, but I'm gonna do this one, and then directly after this one, I had to talk about Bring Me the Horizon's new post-human survival horror record. Mostly because I was playing both of these. I knew I was going to do that, recommend this one and do the video for this, the Raven Black one. But then as soon as the Bring Me the Horizon one came out, because I think it just came out a couple of days ago, and I was like, fuck, I got to do that one. So I feel like not even waiting and putting them both out at the same time. So, but anyway, if you like any of the stuff that we do on this channel, you can like any of the Heart of Geek social medias. We end up having, which I'm going to put down in the description, but it's the Twitter, the Twitch, everything. We just did a video on our channel for, we're going to start calling it, because our next podcast is a horror podcast called Scream Creeps. So we're going to do, every time we stream horror games, we're going to put that under that same banner. And we just did a Man of Medan, huge playthrough. It was like 4 hours long, because me and my brother Jeremy went through the whole game. And but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that one too. Like, we're trying to put out a bunch of content anyway, trying to like and get, hopefully everybody could enjoy it at least for a little bit or whatever. So yeah, any of the social medias and stuff like that is all Heart of Geek or the Heart of Geek, and then the Twitch channel is just the, or without the, it's just Heart of Geek. So, and if anything, I'm trying to think. Like, I know my videos for the Scream Creeps one are probably going to be on a different channel. I gotta, like, we're trying to see if we can mesh them both together. But, like, if anything, I might have to do it on my own separate channel, which is, I'll put that down in the description too. But if you guys end up liking any of this stuff or even fucking watched near the end of this video, then right on. So, I mean, if you want to like and subscribe, I try not to like fucking say that shit all the time because so many YouTube videos say that all the time. They're just like, come on, like and subscribe it, please. I need it. I'm just like, if you like what I'm saying, then fucking whatever, man. I definitely want, the main reason why I'm doing this shit is to recommend stuff that I love to other people that might love the same shit. So for that, I would say, I guess I will talk to you guys in the next video. See you guys later.